Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Good morning. Hey, buenas todos. Okay. I want to just say welcome. First of all, you have joined one of the most wonderful YouTube channels in all the land. Second of all, welcome to Live with Kelly and Mark. Allegedly. We're going to visit season 1, episode 30. And we have Sebastian Maniscalco from the stand up guy that was in The Irishman, the unfunny one. Yeah, that's him. And then there's some guy from the internet cooking, probably some, I don't know, cooking some food that's really not that hard, but he's going to make it seem like he's a genius and misuse the word. We're going back to Memorial Day just before the weekend starts. Make sure to subscribe and share with your friends because your friends would share with you. All right, you guys. I'll see you afterwards. Make sure to comment along and have fun. I love you.
Watch Cheryl Burton.
Whoa. Do not watch Cheryl Burton. Bad things.
It's Live with Kelly and Mark. Today, from the new film about my father, Sebastian Maniscalco. And if you're looking for work, check out these job hunting strategies. Plus, it's time for something delicious. We're kicking off Live's Foodfluencer Friday International Edition with Eitan Bernath. All next on Live. And now, here are Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo.
Hey, happy Friday morning. It's May 26th, 2023. You did it. You did it.
Big weekend ahead.
Very big weekend.
Very big weekend ahead. Very exciting holiday weekend.
I feel like we wait for it all year. Then we discover that the summer flies by in record pace. And February lasts forever. Right? We go through this every
shortest
year.
month lasts forever, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a nice weekend. I'm excited.
So there's a new way to dump people
Ooh.
called delicate dumping, which I believe I invented 35 years ago. I really
Let
do.
me hear it. I'll tell you if that's true.
Okay, so relationship experts are saying that this is cruel behavior,
Okay.
but I disagree. So delicate dumping involves taking a step back from a relationship without really having a breakup conversation, because we can all agree breakup conversations can sometimes lead to unpleasantness or being talked back into a situation you don't really like. And sometimes it's better to avoid such unpleasantries. So you just sort of like take a step back and don't really say anything. You just sort of, you squid your way out.
You mean ghosting?
You squid out.
And then what happens?
It's not really ghosting because you can reply to your partner or your former partner slowly or on a delayed schedule. And then slowly but surely you stop responding to that person. Or you can disconnect.
So it's a delayed ghosting. You just don't stop returning them calls and never contact them again. So if they text you on a Monday and you usually get back to them within 10 minutes, wait a couple hours and start waiting a couple hours for a week. And then the next week, wait 12 hours. And then when they text you on Monday, don't get back to them until tomorrow, the next day, Tuesday, 24 hours later, or 2 days later, 36 hours later. And then say, oh, sorry, I just got your message now. I've been busy. And letting them know, oh, I've been busy. I'm doing all these things. I don't have time for you. And slowly over the course of a month, start waiting 4 or 5 days to get back to them. If they call you, don't return their call until the next day. Don't respond to a text until 5 hours later. And then oh, sorry, I couldn't get back to you. Then they text back, oh, what were you doing? Hold off. Wait 3 hours. You know what I mean? And then get back to them. Then they answer a question. Don't talk to them for 4 days. And then if they say, what's been going on? You didn't answer. You didn't get back to me. and then wait like a week, and then pretty soon, eventually, just don't ever get back to them. Eventually, they'll get the hint, and then they'll dump you. And even though they dumped you, it's all you're doing, but your hands are clean because your hands are clean because you didn't press the button, but you're the one that initiated them dumping you.
Or you can disconnect by making yourself impossible to deal with.
Ooh, yes, you do this.
Yes, and making it your partner's idea to break up.
Yes, I like it.
Isn't that great?
I like it. Well, you ultimately are the bad guy. Either way, you're the bad guy. If you break up with them,
it's not you, it's me. Look at how impossible I am.
And so you make it their idea.
Yeah.
So they break up with you.
Isn't that a great idea?
Saving you from the uncomfortable conversation.
Yeah,
now,
I don't think that's cruel.
The only trick in that is not smiling with glee when they say they're breaking up with you.
No, you don't. Well, I mean, nowadays, everything, it's different. You have to understand, I've been married for 172 years. But in the olden days, you could just break up with someone over the phone and they never saw your face. They didn't see the smile.
True.
Right?
Yeah. Now there's FaceTime.
Now there's
FaceTime. Text. Yeah.
Text. Well, yeah. Text. Yeah, I would have benefited from a text.
Yeah.
I would have liked the text breakup.
They say it's cruel, though?
They're saying it's cruel to not give a person actual closure, actual reasoning, actual facts.
You left one fact out.
What?
Delicate dumping is used most by narcissists. Then I guess I believe that I've probably done that. You kind of you can't wait for that person to break up with you.
I wish your mom was here right now so we could rehash some of your breakups, because the best part about my mother-in-law during the holidays is she will regale my children with stories of their father when he was their age. And it is some of the greatest stuff you've ever heard. Because you like to blame the woman, but from our perspective, it sounds like you were the...
Oh, it was definitely on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely on me. I wasn't good at relationships.
No, 100%. I think I've definitely been your longest relationship.
Yeah.
But I mean, before we got married, I was his longest relationship, and I reached that milestone at around 4 months.
Oh no, I had some like maybe year. I never had anything more than a year and a half, though. I don't think that was like my longest relationship. You know, like a nice sweater.
You met her when you were like 25.
You had roommates when you first moved to the city.
Yeah.
Did you guys have? You had a small place. You had a studio, right?
Well, first, yes. First, I lived in an office building.
I know, but with roommates.
No, my first apartment with roommates was a studio.
Studio. Did you guys? You had a refrigerator, obviously, right?
We had a refrigerator and like a kitchenette.
Did you have a problem? If you paid for milk and you put it in there, would they take your milk? Would people take your stuff?
We were 3 actresses. There, to be clear, no food kept anywhere in the house.
Right, so no one was taking people's stuff.
No. Stuff. I mean, we borrowed each other's clothes.
Yeah.
But that was about the height of it.
Coming up with these locks, especially in office, you know, like... You've seen the office, the shared, like the office kitchen with the shit. People are putting locks.
We have that here too. We have you inherited Ryan's refrigerator.
Oh yeah.
Mark has a refrigerator in his dressing room that Ryan left behind.
Yeah.
And we go in there and
fully stocked.
Yeah, we go in there and marvel at it. It's just
breast milk.
Is that Ryan's almond milk?
He
doesn't drink almond milk. He drinks oat milk or oat milk or something.
Are there fentanyl sperm popsicles in there?
Olive oil milk.
It's like rare olive oil.
He drinks African cow breast milk.
They're making these devices to keep, fences make good neighbors, right? So
he drinks virginal North African breast milk.
Work partners, I guess.
I don't know. I don't have a problem sharing my stuff, but just don't make a mess of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. They would take your stuff and not give it back?
Of course.
And then you'd see them wearing it and you're like, that's my stuff?
Well, I would see them wearing it because we lived together.
Right.
It wasn't like they were posting photos on social media. That was not a thing, Right. So I think people get away with it.
You could call it in real time.
I could call it in real time.
I need that back.
Yeah, I need that back. And they'd be like, okay, after China Club, then I'll give it back.
The China Club. The China Club. Oh, what an institution in the 80s and 90s. How long? When I moved here, it was just the end, I believe, of the China Club. I think I saw Flava Flav there.
Huh? Yeah, I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What's funny now is our daughter's 21, so she goes to all these clubs. I always ask her if she has a friend over and they're going to go out, and I always ask the friend if it'd be weird if I went with them. And the friend's like, no, Mr. Consuelos, it wouldn't be weird at all. But I should go one night. Like in Europe. Yeah, in Europe, the adults go out with they take their folks out with them dancing. I'm gonna go one night.
Yeah. Okay, make sure you go. Absolutely not. I am not going. I didn't like clubbing when it was expected of me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
When I was like a 21-year-old, I remember thinking, this is fire exits. I don't know. It all just felt there. I just didn't like it back when I was supposed to.
You had FOGO.
I had FOGO, fear of going
out.
Yeah,
right.
I never had FOMO, and I still don't. I never have FOMO.
I remember a quick story going to Mexico, like Cancun, when I was 19 years old, and I went out like on like a strip where there were a lot of bars and a lot of tourists went. And this wasn't spring break, but it was actually May. But I remember meeting a girl. Her name was Cynthia, and I remember meeting her. And when I asked her who she was here with, if she was here with friends, she showed me that she, who was 20 years old, was here with her 17-year-old sister and her mom. I'd never, ever, ever heard of a girl going to a club with her mom and her sister. And I could assume that maybe they were being careful that she was too young and the mom wanted to go to make sure she didn't get kidnapped by some crazy American tourist from like Arkansas. Because all the kidnappers are from Arkansas. And I hated clubs going to. Put in the chat. Do you genuinely like going to clubs, and did you? Because I remember going to clubs when I was like 18 and 19. There were under 21 clubs that you could go to where it was 21 and over to drink and 20 and under. And there was like the bar was on a separate side of the room. You had to show a bracelet and all that. And I got to tell you, man, I enjoy a party where there's music, but going to a club, paying money to get in, having to dress a certain way that's uncomfortable. And then even over 21, paying for overpriced drinks. I remember going and paying like sometime in like the 2000s and a martini. It was like $16 at some bar. And you're paying for all the like fancy, like whatever the hell you're paying for. I mean, it was wooden chairs and stuff. I mean, I guess there's nice booths, but the DJ and all that, it's super loud. You can't talk to anyone. I've been to my fair share of clubs, and when I'm with friends and we're all sitting and I could talk to them, even if you got to get close in their ear and you got to start screaming, I said the bathrooms is kind of dirty. But even I went by myself a couple times. It's not fun. Even going with like one friend and trying to have like a wingman, it's just not fun. I'd much rather go to a sports bar any day, maybe a jukebox full of good music. I'm not much of a dancer. Clubs are overpriced, overrated. And they're kind of like annoying, obnoxious, and really, really, what's the word? Just loud, you know? And maybe because I'm not like a pill popper or something, I never went to raves. Let me know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you really like going to clubs?
I don't know. It all just felt there. I just didn't like it back when I was supposed to.
You had FOGO.
I had FOGO, fear of going
out.
Yeah,
right.
I never had FOMO, and I still don't. I never have FOMO. I only have FOGO.
I like that about you.
You do?
Yeah.
Really?
It's nice. Yeah.
But you have FOMO.
I used to like to go out. Yeah, but
I wore you down.
You wore me down.
Yeah. Welcome to the homebody lifestyle.
I know.
Yeah.
It's nice.
I call it Homebodies by Kelly.
I know. It's
free blowjobs, whatever you want.
It's really nice. Auto dealerships finally have cars to sell again.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the supply chain?
Yeah. Buyers are finding a bigger selection of models to choose from this spring season, in large part because of easing supply chain woes and a more stable factory output. I mean, there was a couple times. There was a last year, or year before. It was just you had to wait like a year or 2 years for a car.
We were trying to get a car.
I know. They're like, it's gonna be a 2-year wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. but they're back.
Fortunately, in New York, you drive so infrequently. I kept saying to him, "Do we need a new car?"
It's so easy not to have a car in New York City.
Yeah.
It really, really is, with the taxis and subways. When I first moved to the city, because I lived downtown in Battery Park City.
That's right. You lived connected with your roommate and a turtle, right?
I lived on the couch with two roommates and a turtle.
I didn't have a room. I, at that point, was established enough that I did not have a roommate. I lived in my own apartment.
Ooh,
yeah. You know. 17 years on a soap, eventually you get your own apartment.
But it was my first year. It was my first year on a soap, and I read the contract. And there was this provision that said every 13 weeks they could get rid of you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, on a soap opera contract, it's like 13-week cycles.
Yeah, that's like 3 months every 3 months they could get rid of you. And I said, well, I can't like get a lease without knowing if I'm really going to be established on this show.
This is what's so great about you. You were like 13 weeks. That's 3 months and a week. And I was like 13 weeks. That's forever.
And so I lived on my buddy Pat Egan, who I went to University of Notre Dame with. He was my next door neighbor in the dorm. And he said, you can come stay on the couch. And I paid rent. And that poor couch. That poor couch. But as soon as I felt stable enough, I got a lease, and then I got my own apartment. It was like Gramercy Park area. It was 24th,
okay,
2nd,
sweetie.
3rd.
All right, sweetie. You're in the lower.
That's more Murray Hill. I like to call it Gramercy Park. Do you remember those coffee shops?
I like the way you keep elevating where
you could walk to Gramercy Park. And I remember just having a key to Gramercy Park would be like I made it if I could just get a key to Gramercy Park.
Did you have a key to Gramercy Park?
I did not.
Okay, you were in the Lower East. But anyway, the coffee shop we used to go to.
Yes.
What was it called?
I forget.
Mike's Pizza is still there.
Yes.
Our wedding pizza. Our son, weirdly enough, his senior year in college wound up living in an apartment across the street from our country apartment, our country apartment downtown. And the place where we went to get pizza the night before we got married, we call it the wedding pizza, because we ate pizza.
It was magical pizza.
Mark proposed. And for some reason, we were like, we just ate a whole pizza. Let's get married. It all made sense in our 25-year-old brains. It's still there. It gets me excited every time I see Mike's Pizza.
Yeah, because there's a Catholic church right a block away from that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days. You're welcome. I love that story.
You know what I love is when we forget an audience is here and we walk them down memory lane.
Yeah, love that.
We've got a huge show today. Sebastian Maniscalco is here.
I can smell the food already.
Farnoosh Torabi is going to give us job strategies because a lot of graduates just graduated.
Yes.
And we're going to kick off our long cooking series, Live's Foodfluencer Friday International Edition with YouTube star Eitan Bernath, who's going to be bringing us a dish from all the great flavors of Israel.
All right, what time is it? It's time for Live's Grow For It Spring Trivia.
Today's trivia dancer, Gabriel Garfield from Prescott, Arizona.
Yeah. Go get him.
Hey, let's say hello to Antoinette Marie Williams from Augusta, Georgia.
This
who
one.
watches on WJBF. How you doing, Antoinette?
Oh my God, I'm wonderful. How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
I love you guys.
All right, you know how to play this game, right?
Yes.
You've given us two statements. One's true, one's false. We have 60 seconds to decide which one's the truth. If you've stumped us, then you get this. I'm going to need some help on this one.
Antoinette, I really want you to win this.
Okay.
Okay,
And then Mark's he's on a trail.
Yes, I am.
On the hunt to deprive you of a mug.
All right, here we go. Here are your two statements. I was a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers.
Gotta look at her body.
Or I have
Racial
10
profiling.
children. What are your children's names?
Wow. She sent the picture with the 49ers. Now you got to ask yourself, if I was going to lie and say that I cheerleaded for the 49ers when I didn't, would I send them a picture? You have to call if she's wearing this as a fan or as an employee. Well, you obviously can tell, but the first impression guessing you could put into, I'm going to say 10 children's a lot. But she could also have 9 children or 8 children. I always go like that. I am going to say she was a cheerleader. Because you wouldn't just say that you're a cheerleader and then send us a picture with you in a cheerleader or in 49ers gear, right? So you wouldn't give us the answer. So if that's obvious that you're not going to give us the answer, then the obvious guess would be that you're not a cheerleader, which is what you want us to say. So that means you are a cheerleader. My first impression guess was a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers. So she probably has like 8 kids or 11 kids or 7 or something. But this is my first impression guess, and I'm going to call it now that's going to be my final guess too. She'll probably stumble with her children's names and listen for her to say or
Donovan, Yatika, Staff, Elston, Daisha.
But she could be going slow on purpose to throw them off.
Asia, 7, and Rain.
7.
Larico, and Lena.
Okay. All right. I may have counted an extra kid, but you may have somebody else there. You have any questions about the 49ers?
No.
The question is, was she going slow on purpose to throw them off? Let's count along. Oh, come on, you stupid son of a bitch. I'm talking to myself.
Donovan, Yatika, Staff, Elston, Daisha, AJ, Asia, 7, and Rain, Larico, and Lena.
All right. Now I'm so sorry, but I was trying to count along.
For the San Francisco 49ers. Or I have 10 children. What are your children's names?
Donovan, Yatika, Staff,
3,
Elston,
4,
Daisha,
5,
AJ,
6,
Asia, 7, and Rain, Larico, and Lena.
She named 11 kids.
Okay. All right. I may have counted an extra kid, but
Unless one of the names she mispronounced. She said like Asia and then like Asia and Aja or something. Or like look.
7, and Rain, Larico.
Before 7.
Daisha, AJ, Asia.
Right there.
7.
Right there. When she says AJ Asia, I'm counting that as 2, but that's the same person. I think she mispronounced it or she's got a nickname. You know, AJ or Asia. Like that's like her name's Asia, but we call her AJ. So that would be a clue that is the truth. Because she's got a nickname and she corrected herself. AJ or Asia, that's her birth name, but we call her AJ. I got it. I think I'm going to change my answer.
7,
That's the truth.
And Rain.
No, you know what? It's not the truth. It's not the truth. You know why? Because she does have a kid named AJ that they do call, or a daughter named Asia that they call AJ. Or she named her daughter Asia, and then they're transgender and they call themselves AJ now. But that is the truth. She does have a kid that has a birth name, and then they have a nickname for that kid. But I'm telling you, it's one of the 9 kids. She's got like 9 kids, and she just added like one of her nieces' names or 2 of her nieces as the 9th and 10th. So, again, this is the truth.
Rico and Lena.
Okay. All right.
She named one of her kids after your dog.
You may have somebody else there. You have any questions about the 49ers?
No.
All right. What years were you a cheerleader for the 49ers?
1985.
Was it fun? Did you get to watch the game, or were you mainly cheerleading?
Well, I kind of did both. I'm a football fan. I love football. I love the 49ers. I'm really from California, so I live in Augusta. So I was trying to cheer and watch the game, too. It was very hard.
But, it was great to watch the game, but sometimes you had to turn around and face the crowd. So when you face the crowd, I wasn't able to watch the game, but sometimes I tried to sneak a peek on the Jumbotron, but they only showed, like, replays and stuff. But I watched as much as I could. And what happened? Why'd you only cheerlead for 1 year? Well, I got pregnant.
I have a follow-up question to the kids. Are any of your kids sets of twins?
No.
Oh.
No, single. I wanted twins, but didn't get them.
Nope. She volunteered information that wasn't asked. That's a lie.
Okay.
See, when you tell
you
tell people something that they didn't ask for, that's a sign of someone panicking and lying. This is the truth.
I feel like maybe
It's
the
true.
San Francisco 49ers costume is a red herring.
Means they're trying to throw her off.
That's the red herring, right?
Yeah.
So we think that's probably the lie, right?
Unless she's trying to outsmart.
But I want her to win the mug. So
Or maybe
I'm
she's
going.
trying to outsmart you.
You think she's trying to outsmart me? Well, guess
Fake
what?
red
That's
herring.
not very hard to do. So the joke's on Antoinette.
Okay.
I'm going
See,
to say.
Kelly thinks that she's wearing the 49ers outfit to throw her off, so they think that's the truth. And so she says, so therefore I'm going to think that's the lie. So, and Gelman is suggesting that maybe she's wearing it off knowing that you're going to think that that's the truth, and therefore you're going to think that that's the lie because you're trying to call her on her bullshit, and she knows you're going to, like, not believe her lie, so she's actually telling you the truth. Get it? I didn't think so. Me neither. I'm telling you, she's anticipating that you're going to think it's a lie, and it's the truth the whole time.
Smart me. Well, guess
Fake
what?
red
That's
herring.
not very hard to do.
I'm going to say it's
So
true.
the joke's on Antoinette.
Okay.
I'm going to say.
I'm going to say that it's true that she was a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers. But since Kelly's guessing, she's going to think that that's a lie. And she's going to say, is it true that you were a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers? And she's going to be wrong. She's going to say that this is the truth and be wrong. And it's going to be the lie. Or no. She's going to say it's a lie and it's going to be wrong and it's going to be the truth. And I say it's the truth.
I'm going to pick this because I want you to win the mug, unlike Mark. I'm going to say you were a cheerleader for the San Francisco 49ers. Is that true?
You're right.
No, that is false.
Told you, I wanted her to win too.
Doesn't go against my record.
No.
No, it
Does not
doesn't
go
count
against my
against
record.
your record.
Okay. I'm glad you won that
Kelly,
mug.
thanks, Kelly.
All right. Okay, congratulations. You get the mug. Now Art is going to spin that wheel. Okay, you're playing for $1,000 appliance package from Cuisinart. You have 20 seconds and only one guess. Antoinette, good luck.
All right, here we go, Antoinette. Earlier this week, we talked with Leslie Bibb. What exercise regime did Leslie say she just started?
Oh,
Water aerobics.
jerking off. Oh, water aerobics. With old ladies.
Good job.
Double winner.
That's the
Double
reason.
winner.
Winner. Congratulations, Antoinette. Thanks for playing with us.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right, have a great day. When we return, Sebastian Maniscalco is here.
Still ahead.
Oh, sorry. We're going to get
Thank
a little
you, guys.
All right,
postcode.
have a great day. When we return, Sebastian Maniscalco is here.
Sorry. Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Maniscalco.
Still ahead.
You son of a bitch. You're such a son of a bitch.
Maniscalco is here.
I wonder how much it costs to live there. That's got to be a 40-story building. Jesus Christ.
Still ahead on Live. We begin our summer-long series, Foodfluencer Friday, International Edition, with the Middle Eastern recipe from Eitan Bernath. We'll give you tips and strategies to help you find your next job. And coming up next, Sebastian Maniscalco.
An extra 10% off. In your entire system. So if you need an air duct cleaning, call 1-800-STEAMER today.
Hey there, welcome back. On Monday's show, we have Elijah Wood.
All right, let's get right to it, everybody. He's a talented comedian, actor, and best-selling author who's co-written and stars in the new movie About My Father. Please welcome the hilarious Sebastian Maniscalco. This is exciting.
Last time I was here, there was 4 people in the audience.
Yeah, that's right. We're slowly working an audience back.
Sold out.
Sebastian, how's the family?
Family's good. Kids are good. My little Serafina just celebrated her 6th birthday.
Yes, how was that party?
So what I did at the party is I brought old school games back to the party. I did a little cucumber between the legs, and then you give it to other people.
The partner.
It's at a kids' party, by the way.
Right. That's amazing.
There's more for the adults than
Yes,
for
of
the
course.
for the kids. So I did the potato and the nylon. I did the whole thing. I just wanted to bring it up. Yeah,
We've done that here. These are games we play here on the show.
These were popular games in the 80s. Apparently don't really translate to 2023.
The kids don't get it now.
No.
Do you have to, we've discussed this a little bit in the past, but you still having to do all the school charity events, the school auctions, you have to be the MC, right? When
Yeah, so
kids go to school.
at the fundraising for the school, I was the comedian, I was the entertainment. And this year, I called the school. I said, I'm ready for the charity. And they're like, we're going a different direction this year. So I don't know who they went with, but apparently I've been ostracized from the gala at the school.
So they fired you from the volunteer position.
Yeah, I did one gig, and that was the end
Well, you
of
don't want
it.
to do it every year. You gotta get it, give them a little break, come back a couple weeks.
Every
I
year,
wanna do it.
use me. All right?
So you grew up in a suburban community in Chicago with a lot of Italian families there?
No.
Not really. I mean, it's not like the quintessential upbringing of an Italian family, like similar here in New York, where everybody was Italian on the block. We just had a lot of different nationalities, not necessarily all Italian.
But did you grow up with a similar upbringing? Like, are you raising your kids the way you were raised?
Yeah, I'm trying with my kids to instill, my son's 3. I got him making the bed. I got him washing the dishes. I got him doing chores.
Okay,
That's
good.
Yeah,
That's a start. That's a starter job.
It's a starter job. I'm trying to keep my kids away from the iPad. You see a lot of these kids walking around like zombies out there. Maybe some of yours. Go to a restaurant, the entire family just sitting there. There's no communication. I'm trying to all right, let's talk. How was school today? You got any girlfriends?
Yeah, we got lucky. We got lucky because our kids were born before all of that.
But it
So
did have once it hit, it really hits. You talked about your dad. Was he a hairstylist, a barber? How did he
Still is,
farmer, right?
he's here today.
Yeah.
Salvo.
Not a barber. He is a hairstylist. This man creates hairstyles. All right.
Did he create some styles for you growing up?
Yeah. Well, growing up in the '80s, my dad definitely took control of doing my hair. Here's a little photo of my father and I as at his salon. So yeah, he was in charge of my hair until I was about 24 years old.
Did he? If you went and got your hair cut by somebody else, would he get upset?
Yeah, there was that wasn't an option. Once I moved out, I then started getting my hair cut by other people, and of course, every time I saw my dad, he goes, "What did they do to you?" And
So you must be very famous now, Salvo. You have to be very famous.
Yes, I get stopped.
You get stopped on the street.
And when I don't, I get upset.
Yeah, he gets upset if he's not recognized.
No, he's.
Have you increased your prices since your
No, I kept
stardom?
the same.
Same price.
Same price.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's salt of the earth. We were talking about this a little bit before you came out, that you played Spike in the popular animated film Mario Brothers.
How did you not get the Mario role?
Yeah, so everybody was like, how come they didn't cast an Italian American for the role? So I read for Spike, or
Right.
sorry,
Well, the
Mario,
answer
and I
to
went in
that
there
is
and I did
very
the whole.
easy.
It's me, Mario.
It's okay. No, you know what? It's okay. My remote control wants to F up. This fucking DVR.
An American for the role. So I read for Spike.
Come on, no. Ask the question again.
Film Mario Brothers.
How did you not get the Mario role?
Yeah, so everybody was like, how come they didn't cast an Italian American for the role?
Well, the answer is because Chris Pratt is fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter, and Arnold pulls some strings to make sure his son-in-law gets all the roles. Easy. If we switched wives, I'd be Mario and I'd be the Terminator in Terminator 6.
So I read for Spike, or sorry, Mario.
And I'd be in Terminator 6. In a Terminator 6.
Before you came out, that you played Spike in the popular animated film Mario Brothers.
How did you not get the Mario role?
Yeah, so everybody was like, how come they didn't cast an Italian American for the role? So I read for Spike, or sorry, Mario, and I went in there and I did the whole. It's me, Mario. And then they said, we're gonna give you Spike, and apparently that didn't work out. So
Just simply asked why, and they said, well, because your father-in-law isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I said, that makes sense. That makes sense.
it was great to be a part of that movie. Things a juggernaut, and Chris did a great job. All
right, well, we're going to take a commercial break, and when we return, Sebastian's going to tell us what it's like working alongside the legendary Robert De Niro when we return. Stick around.
Still ahead on Live. We'll give
alongside the legendary Robert De Niro when we return. Stick around.
Boom. Boom. Come on, captions. Go. Thank you. Postcode.
Still ahead on Live. We'll give you and your recent graduate tips for getting a new job.
Oh my God! Oh, what a
Ellie Billy.
Looking back at this, my dad had to be overwhelmed.
And he's a little handsy, huh?
It's called love and affection, Dad. Unlike you, when you met me at the delivery room, you chose to shake my hand. What else was I supposed to do? We just met.
That was the clip from your movie, I Found My Father, which is a movie based on your life.
And the relationship you have with your father. Tell us about it.
So the movie basically is about the relationship my father and I have, and meeting my wife's family. Comes from a better cut of cloth. They're a little, wealthy, and it's the culture clashes of us going up to their house for the 4th of July weekend, and my father kind of seeing what kind of insanity is up there.
De Niro obviously plays your dad. When you were casting this, was that your first choice? Did you say, let's go to De Niro? It's going to happen, right?
It wasn't like even in the cards for me. I didn't think we were going to get Robert De Niro to play my dad, but it ended up happening.
You know, I think you two had worked together before.
We have, but I don't have the relationship with him where I'm calling him on a Sunday going, Bob, want to play my dad? It went through the proper channels, and he liked the script. He read it out loud, and next thing you know, we're in Mobile, Alabama shooting this movie. It's crazy.
You sent Salvo to go stay with Bob. Now I'm calling him Bob. You sent Salvo to go stay with Bob. Were you there? Did you have anxiety about these two men together alone in a house?
Yeah, I sent my dad there, and I thought after the meeting, Bob was going to go, I'm not doing this. No, but he went to Oklahoma to meet De Niro, and De Niro wanted to know like how to speak some of the Sicilian slang. He wanted to know how you do hair. In the movie, De Niro's doing highlights, so my dad is on set teaching De Niro how to do highlights, and I'm looking at this going, this is the guy I had on my wall, God. And now my dad's teaching him how to do hair. It was just crazy.
Salvo, would you ever give Bob a job in your salon?
No.
Yeah, Bob's going to do acting. He's not going to.
He's going to stick with acting, you think?
No, he's not going to do it.
In the movie, your mom's character is deceased. How did your mom take that?
It wasn't a good conversation. No, my mom is dead in the movie, and of course, people are going, "Why'd you kill her off?" It was just for the purpose of he's alone. It has nothing to do with the next movie is going to be called about my mother from the grave.
But it's because there's too much reverence with your maternal relationship. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, I feel mom's kind of sacred. We really don't make fun of mom.
Right.
All the material is right.
About My Father. It's in theaters everywhere today. We'll be right back.
Monday on Live.
Jesus
Bethany.
Christ, what's up with all the fucking skyline shots? Where are the people?
Monday.
And I'm looking at this going, this is the guy I had on my wall, God. And now my dad's teaching him how to do hair. It was just crazy.
Salvo, would you ever give Bob a job in your salon?
No.
If allergic to it, stop Rebelsis and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Gallbladder problems may occur. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes. Taking Rebelsis with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases low blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Need to get your A1C down?
You may pay as little as $10 per prescription.
You're back again.
Welcome back. Job hunting is tough, whether you're just graduating from school or laid off and looking.
Here are some strategies to help. Please welcome back the host of the So Money podcast, Farnoosh Torabi.
So money.
All right, let's start with applying for a job. What are some tips?
Well, first, I don't want anyone in this audience to overwhelm themselves. Don't think you're going to just blast your resume off and that's going to be the ticket to your success. Think quality over quantity. Have a strategy. Stay focused.
Okay, so when you send out your resume to job postings, what
are you doing?
What are you doing? Because our kids are constantly asking us like about their resume, to look at their resumes. To
Which is
us,
good.
but to us, they seem foreign now. Like resumes are very different than what they used to look like.
So it's important to counsel with people in your industry, your peers. Can I see your resume? There are resume workshops. But when it comes to applying online, we think that it's a numbers game. Let me just send out as many resumes as possible into the abyss. That is a waste of time. You want to apply to companies where you have an in, where you may know somebody or somebody who knows somebody.
Very important.
And speaking of relationships, Mark, I mean, a lot of us may think, well, I'm new to the job market. I don't have relationships, but do you have a neighbor? Do you have someone you go to church with? Do you have someone you play pickleball with? I mean, all of these people know people. And I'm sorry to say, but it is about who you know, how that's going to get your resume to the top of the pile. I have a friend applying for jobs right now, virtual jobs, remote jobs. And you can see how many people are applying, 2,000 people. I mean, she just skips those jobs unless she knows somebody who can help her out there.
So it's okay to go to people you know.
It is.
Because there's so much talk about, oh, nepotism this and nepotism that, but I feel like there's that's all industry.
Start with people who can speak about your professional capabilities. You know, whether that's someone that you had a summer job somewhere you had an internship. It could be just someone you had a good team relationship with at school, at college, your professor. All of these people, what they're looking for is just someone to validate your work ethic, that you show up on time, you're nice to work with.
Yeah, that's important because if people want to spend time with you, they got to know that they want to be around you.
And I want to make sure we get to this tip because this is something that we often skip, especially when we're young adults or if you're laid off and you're feeling insecure about asking for a new job, negotiate. When you get the job offer. So we're skipping to getting the job offer now. Please negotiate. Don't be insecure about this. And employers expect us to negotiate.
What if they say final offer?
If they say final offer, Mark, what you say is, okay, I get that maybe the pay is the final offer, but what about health benefits, vacation? Pro tip, some people are actually negotiating their severance before accepting the job, because we're all real, right? We know that this job may not exist in a year.
I think of that.
It's like a corporate prenup. Imagine a corporate prenup. Like, I want to know what I'm going to get in the event of a layoff.
Some employers ask you for your previous salary. What do you think about that?
Abort. Abort, please. And in fact, in over 20
you don't have to give them an answer.
You don't. You can say, I really want to focus on this job. It's not relevant what I used to make, but also be careful because some states, it is illegal. It's illegal to ask a candidate what their salary history has been.
No kidding.
This is a ticket for employers to lowball you. Trust me. You want to make as much as you can in the next job. What you made previously is sort of irrelevant. It's all about what the job market pays. You can research this and what your skills are and how aligned you are with that job.
Amazing. Listen, we got to take a commercial break. More job hunting tips with Farnoosh when we come back. This is so good.
Are you ready?
If you love watching our show from home, now's your chance to see us live and in person. Come join the fun. Check out all the stars and be part of Live with Kelly and Mark's studio audience. Visit our website and get your tickets now. Next time, Sebastian Maniscalco from About My Father.
I'm sorry, but we're watching Sebastian Maniscalco. What, he's back?
About My Father.
As long as my father keeps talking to me, I got enough material for the rest of my life.
And it's Foodfluencer Friday.
My husband likes his face to sweat when he eats.
This is poof.
What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ.
Disney invites you to celebrate the classic story.
You belong to me.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Disney's The Little Mermaid, rated PG.
Style is on sale this Memorial Day.
You know what? Shut up.
We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby. So we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life affordably. New patients without insurance can get a complete exam and x-rays for $19 and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
This Memorial Day sale at the Room Place. Hurry in for doorbuster savings. Buy this Burton 2-piece sectional and get the matching ottoman absolutely free. Plus, more doorbusters in store. This Saturday, 10 to 9 at the Room Place.
We're
back with Farnoosh Torabi, who's giving us great advice on finding jobs, securing employment, whether you're just early in the job market or looking for a job in between jobs. Do people still use cover letters with their resumes?
It sounds so old school, but I will tell you it can be a great differentiator in this sea of job applicants because people skip this step. Look, if the employer says, I'm sorry, we don't want cover letters because we're looking through 1,000 applications, honor that. But if they do want the cover letter or they don't specify, please write a cover letter. Pro tip, keep it concise, but show your personality and supplement the resume. So you don't want to repeat what's already on your resume. You want to say like why you think you're really qualified, how you've been spending your time off. We all want full-time benefits paying jobs. That's ideal. But right now with the economy, a lot of employers are not able to hire full-time, but they can do project-based, temp-based, freelance.
Okay.
And this has worked in my favor. I've gotten laid off. And in some cases, you go back to that employer and you say, if you still like to work for them, and say, hey, would you be open to maybe a project or a 3-month or a 6-month term? We had some unfinished business before I left. I'd love to, leave with some strings tied.
Now, this is something that's in the news a lot and constantly and all the time. And we always tell our kids this. It surprises me that nobody seems to know this by now. The employers will look at your
online
profile and they are paying attention to what you're posting, and they really take all of that into
or even likes
consideration.
Liking.
Oh, I don't know about it's all accessible.
Yeah.
It's all accessible. It's all out there. I tell my kids this. They're not, job applicant age yet, but it's important to get this educated young because your social media, whatever's said about you online, Google yourself before you start the job application process. See what's out there. If you don't like what's out there, the key is to drive the traffic to the sites where you want the eyeballs, your LinkedIn page, your profile page, your website, your blog.
Is it important to enhance your skills, your education?
It's so important, especially I think in particular fields like education and technology where things are evolving. And this isn't about going back to get a master's. You can actually just take a workshop online. Stanford University has free online classes. My father did this in his 60s. He got laid off. He works in tech. He pivoted a little bit, took a year, studied online, all free classes, got a full-time gig. He's 70 now, and he's still working full-time.
Good for him.
Best advice for recent graduates.
So we've got a couple in the audience.
Yeah. Okay, recent graduates.
Okay. Raise your hands. Raise your hands.
Advice for you and your parents, get out there. Don't wait at home for the perfect job, the dream job. It doesn't exist in your 20s. It's all about going to work somewhere where they're going to invest in you. They might mentor you. Of course, the pay should be good too, but also a job that invites you indoors, right? I want you to be out there meeting people. Don't be behind a computer all the time. Think about when you were starting out in your career, like actually going on the job was instrumental. All those networks, all those relationships become your currency as you grow in your career.
Did you get that? Did you write it down? You're still not looking for a job.
We all want the job. We all want the job that's like, free massages after lunch, sushi bar.
Yeah, but I don't know where those jobs are.
Reserve parking space.
I read about these jobs all the time where people are like, and they have what are those balls called that you jump in? A ball pit room. They have a ball pit room and a Lego room, and I'm like, who is doing that and why?
How are they getting any work done?
They getting work done? Exactly.
These are great tips.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is great.
For all these big tips and more, go to livewithkellyandmark.com. Up next, a recipe from the Middle East.
Tuesday on Live from Broadway's Sweeney Todd, Josh Groban.
I got the deal of a lifetime on Poshmark. I got
our onions, our jalapeno, and garlic.
Chef is bringing us a dish with all.
Of music groups of all time, TLC. Chili joins the Tam fam. Plus, my friend Bevy Smith is back on the next Tamron Hall.
Today at 1 on ABC 7.
It's time to kick off our summer-long cooking series. Live's Foodfluencer Friday International Edition. If you're one of his 8 million followers, you already know that today's chef is bringing us a dish with all the flavors of Israel. He's the author of Eitan Eats the World. Please welcome Eitan Bernath.
Hello! Hello! It's nice to be back here in the kitchen.
Have you met Mark?
Yes, we have met. You guys are so great on camera. You should consider getting married.
You could be like our adopted child.
Happily, I can cook dinner.
Yes,
so
what are we making today?
We're going to be making my Israeli kufta kebabs, and now it's with ground chicken. I know you don't love meat on the bone. Me neither.
You are my food soul.
Yes. I just was in Israel. I went on a trip to Israel and Ethiopia. I documented Ethiopian Jews, and I ate lots of delicious food just like this. So, Mark, if you can add some olive oil into our pan, we're going to start by sautéing our onions, our jalapeno, and garlic.
I'm so sick of fucking these motherfucking like no one fucking talks clearly.
Yes, happily. I can cook dinner.
Yes,
so
what are we making today?
We're going to be making my Israeli kufta kebabs, and now it's with ground chicken. I know you don't love meat on the bone. Me neither.
You are my food soul.
Yes. I just was in Israel. I went on a trip to Israel and Ethiopia. I documented Ethiopian Jews, and I ate lots of delicious food just like this. So, Mark, if you can add some olive oil into our pan, we're going to start by sautéing our onions, our jalapeno, and garlic. Now, it's very important when you're making a kebab that you cook your vegetables. If you put the raw vegetables into the protein, it will just get like super like watery, and when you're cooking it, that water comes out, and if you cook it in the kebab for the first time, it will be a little disaster. So we're going to cook that. Just give that a good saute. Then over here, we're going to add into our bowl. This is some coconut yogurt. You can use any type of yogurt. It's very important to add that because, ground chicken or turkey is much leaner than like ground beef. So you need a little extra fat to get it going. Let's also add in all our spices. So some turmeric. We're going to add in our cinnamon, our cayenne, cumin, coriander, and a little bit of allspice. And do you guys like to grill during the summer? What's your go-to cooking?
Mark is a good griller.
I do chicken.
He makes them all meats and fishes.
Yeah, and so lots of flavor is very important, especially like a ground chicken. And the great thing about this recipe is you can prep it super ahead of time. Also, you can add our parsley and our mint over here. You can prep this together. You just mix this all together. So once that cooks, it will then look like this.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and you're just going to mix that all together, add in our cooked veg, and then into here would also go your ground chicken. And now
cooked veg goes in here too?
Cooked veg goes into here as well, and the ground chicken in here as well. And then once that's all mixed together, you can form it into
our little patties.
Just like this, little kebabs. This obviously has the chicken as well. We're going to go to our grill. Now, here in New York City, most of us don't have a grill, so you can just do this in a regular pan, nice and easy, like a little skewer action, just like that, and straight on the grill, start cooking. Now, you can also do this in just like a non-stick pan. You could do it in a stainless steel pan. Oh God, we're a little.
Yeah, I screwed it up.
We don't want to get our hands with. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Good.
Easy, just like that. Okay, perfect. And you're going to cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes. Regular pan, nice and easy. Look, a little skewer action, just like that, and straight on the grill, start cooking. Now, you can also do this in just like a non-stick pan. You could do it in a stainless steel pan. Oh God, we're a little.
Yeah, I screwed it up.
We don't want to get our hands with. There we go.
There you go. Good.
Easy, just like that. Okay, perfect. And you're going to cook that for about 4 to 5 minutes per side.
Okay.
That's going to cook. And meanwhile, we're going to make our herb tahini. So tahini is minutes per side.
Okay.
That's going to cook. And meanwhile, we're going to make our herb tahini. So tahini is ground sesame paste. It is eaten and loved all over the Middle East. And we're going to spice up. So you can add some of that into the blender. Mark, you can add the mint, our parsley, our cumin, our garlic, our lemon juice. And you're going to now blend that all up. And it's just like the perfect sauce to go along with it.
Yum.
It is super duper.
Tahini is my favorite.
If you ever had tahini before, I describe it as kind of like, almost like, think of it as like.
It's tahini. It's.
Now blend that all up, and it's just like the perfect sauce to go along with it.
Yum.
It is super duper.
Tahini is my favorite.
If you ever had tahini before, I describe it as kind of like, almost like, think of it as like Middle Eastern peanut butter. Let me just slice this in half. Here you go.
That's a perfect description.
Yeah,
Middle Eastern peanut butter.
Yeah, and it's loved, in both savory components and sweet components. There we go. Perfect. Let's squeeze that in. Then we are going to add a little bit of water as well. And again, this you can prep ahead. You can fully do this step ahead. Right? You want to pulse it? Or here, this one. Yes. Pulse just like that. Blend it up. Look at that. We are cooking.
When the blender works, it is magic.
Yes. Love it. Beautiful. And now we're going to stream in our water. 1 second. And now, here, let me take this off. Now, you keep blending. I'm going to add in water while we do that. Some ice cold water. And there we go. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful.
Hey, we'll be right back to taste this. Stick around.
And the tahini, too.
If you would like to try any of our summer Foodfluencer Friday recipes, just log on to our website at livewithkellyandmark.com.
Every day.
No inbox? Fantastic. Oh, no. My bad. There you go, by all means.
We want that.
We're back. Eitan Bernath finishing off our Kafka kebabs, and I've already started.
Yes. We topped it with our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
So good. Make sure you pick up Eitan Bernath's Eitan Eats the World. For recipes, go to our website. I'm sorry, I'm shouting down. Boy, this is good.
I know it's good.
Recipe for this weekend, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. On Monday, Bethany Frankel will be here.
And we have a look at the hottest summer toys.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. It's a good one.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah.
That's going to wrap it up. Oh, she's eating.
This is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
So good. Make sure you pick up Eitan Bernath's Eitan Eats.
The summer has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
So good. Make sure you pick up Eitan Bernath's Eitan Eats.
This is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And I am not going to fucking...
Our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Thank you. This is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
Salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
So good. Make sure you put some egg.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
So good. Make sure you pick up Eitan Bernath. Eitan eats the world.
Salad, you could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy the
Started.
Yes, we just topped it with our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer.
Our kafka kebabs, and I've already started.
Yes, we just topped it with our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is
No, cucumber salad. You said it.
Our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Eitan.
So good. Make sure you pick up Eitan.
Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer.
Oh boy.
We're back with Eitan Bernath finishing off our kafka kebabs, and I've already started.
Yes, we just topped it with our herb tahini. This is just some salad. You could do cucumber salad, tomato salad, a little bit of everything. And this is perfect for this weekend. Bust out the grill. Enjoy what the summer has to offer.
All right, you guys. I'm out.